So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Broken Vessels, 1998. I'm giving it 1 out of 5 stars. I hated this flick. It's about a couple of EMT guys making $5.05 an hour, apparently, in Los Angeles, which seems awfully low for this time period, but it could have been the minimum wage in 1998. I don't know. But seems awfully low. They complain about making the same money as a hamburger flipper, and so they start sliding deeper into the abyss of drug abuse on and off the job. And one of the kids is from Pennsylvania. He's moving to Los Angeles to become an EMT. So he interviews with James Hong, who tells him, "You got the job, tuna fish." I don't know why James Hong calls him tuna fish, but William Smith has like a fork in his ear. And, he's in the movie for about 5 minutes, and then there's Ron Jeremy, who's in the movie for about 5 seconds with an ugly, naked, chubby white woman. Don't know what that scene was for. Had absolutely nothing to do with the movie. This film has no plot, by the way. And, it's just about the adventures of a couple of junky EMT guys. So the driver, the paramedic, his grandfather is he's hooking up his grandfather with morphine or something. Then his gramps dies. He starts doing the harder stuff like the heroin and whatnot. And his friend's got a guilty conscience, so I don't want to spoil too much of the ending. By the way, the ending makes absolutely no sense to me. It's mind-boggling, baffling, and hard to believe. This ending, and it just rubbed me the wrong way. I couldn't get into any of the characters. I just thought it was completely ridiculous and lame. If you want to see a good druggy movie, I recommend Enter the Void, or Train Spotting was another good one. But this one just dragged on, and I really don't know what William Smith and Ron Jeremy are doing in this movie, other than brief cameos. And I got the movie because William Smith was in it, but man, what a big disappointment. Now I remember why I dislike movies after 1994. Okay. This is one of the reasons right here. I mean, we could hold this one up as prime example number one. But so they live next to this tweaker girl who's quite ugly, by the way. And she's like making all kinds of noise and talking about this, that, and the other. And she ends up housing a meth lab in her little backyard shed. And she turns on her lighter to smoke some speed. And and the meth lab explodes. It's hard to imagine how these two guys held their job for so long, driving that ambulance around. But then again, I worked with a guy who's like coming to work, falling asleep, burping, farting, and throwing up all day long, doing anything besides work, and looking like a zombie, like one of these guys in the movie. And I have to admit, the drug use looked kind of realistic, but even that couldn't save the film. It was just the flashbacks were kind of lame, and not very interesting. I just couldn't find anything appealing in this movie. I hated it, man. What am I watching now? Hold on. All right. So, let me get on my DVD. Hold on. Okay. So right now I'm watching The Last American Hero, 1973, with Jeff Bridges and Gary Busey. Ned Beatty and William Smith. It's a PG kind of Thunder Road kind of movie. Kind of interesting. And then what do we got here? Let's see what movies I'll be reviewing. Okay. The Losers. Oh, this is this looks good. 1970. They sent a bunch of Hell's Angels into Vietnam or Cambodia to fight the commies. That one looks more interesting, actually. But who knows? This Last American Hero could be pretty good. It's got a lot of big names in it, a lot of recognizable faces. So I'm kind of looking forward to both of those, actually. 1973 and 1970, respectively. So undoubtedly, the quality of these movies are better than Broken Vessels. I don't even know what the title has to do with the movie. It's just like, I guess it's a heroin term, Broken Vessels. I don't know. Beats the heck out of me, but man, this one was painful. I don't know how long this movie is, but it sure dragged on more than necessary. At one point, the Pennsylvania kid, the EMT guy, he manages to go on a date, but then he can't make his follow-up date, dinner date. Can't keep his promise to his girlfriend. Okay, so he scored a girlfriend after one date. They start getting in the sack. He says, I really like you, and I want to take you out to dinner. So she's waiting. The guy's getting high on God knows what in his ambulance, and then she gives up on him. She finds another boyfriend. Don't ask me why she's trying to get a hold of him if she already has a boyfriend, but she gives him her phone number, and he's also like spaced out, telling her that he wants to meet her and stuff. And then she sees that he's all messed up on drugs, and she tells him to quit, go get professional help, which doesn't go over very well. That would be like me telling my former coworker the same thing. Yeah, fall on deaf ears kind of thing. It's unfortunate he lost his job, but he just decided to take off without telling anyone. And, I guess he was just too dazed and confused to show the common courtesy just to notify somebody that he was leaving early, which he used to do practically every day if he wasn't at home sick. And yeah, the Ron Jeremy thing kind of made it look cheap, like really bad Traumaville movie. So that was weird. I don't even know why they put that in there. I guess just to get more attention because he's in it for like 5 seconds. I don't know. That's probably why Ron Jeremy is in Poultrygeist and might be in some other Traumaville movies. I don't know. But I know Lemmy was in a bunch of them. Lemmy from Motorhead. He was involved in Traumaville somehow. So was Ron Jeremy. And that's what this movie reminded me of when I saw Ron Jeremy. Anyways. What else can I say? They're like hanging out in the cemetery. They're like ripping off drug dealers and stealing from little old ladies and stuff. And their drug addiction just keeps getting worse and worse to the point of the ending, which, again, did not make any sense. I don't want to spoil it, but you really have to see it to understand what I'm talking about. It's just so ridiculous and far-fetched, beyond the realm of reality, and I just couldn't believe the ending. It was just totally ridiculous. I mean, could it really happen in real life? I don't think so. Just made no sense to me, but hey, the director wants to exaggerate, and I guess he'll find an audience, but it just wasn't me. Maybe there's someone out there who enjoyed this movie more than I did. If so, post your comments in the description box, or not in the description box. Post your comments under the description box, and I'll be happy to address them. Just don't attack me personally or tell me that my video sucks. Just correct me where I'm wrong, and I'll be more than happy to respond. Anyway, that's the end of my review. Taxman got me good again this year. Uncle Sam and the California Communist tax collectors, the franchise tax board combined, I owe them about $5,000. So I'm paying both of them ridiculous amounts every month in the hopes that I can get caught up next year. Then I had a lawyer go to traffic court to fight my red light ticket. He pled not guilty, and I got a court date of July 9th. I'm waiting for my dream girl, Renton, Washington, to come down, but she says she might do some missionary work in Mexico, which is kind of bizarre. Anyways. I guess she's got lots of money and paid time off and whatnot over there at Boeing Corporation, so she can afford to do whatever she wants, pretty much. But yeah, it's unfortunate for me because then I don't know if she's coming. I don't know what day she's coming, so I'm just going to try to bug her on Easter Sunday, coming up in a couple days, and well, a few days, I guess, and then if she picks up the phone, I'll just ask her point blank. if you, in theory, if you could come, what days would you be coming? I don't know how to box her in that way, but I'll think of something. Anyways, what else is going on? Oh, I saw the blackout at work. She like took off for a couple weeks, and I couldn't find her. I was like going crazy. Then I said, "Dang, I was looking all over for you." She just appeared out of nowhere on Monday. Little petite gal, and she hugged me on the side so I could feel her little B cup going on. That was kind of exciting. Most excitement I've had in a couple of years, actually. And she calls me baby and stuff. And I just want to ask her out, but I haven't had the courage yet. I'm just so stunned when I see her all the time. But anyways, maybe I'll see her on Saturday. We'll see. I'll definitely see her next Monday, and then maybe I'll just pose the question to her. Hey, can we get together during non-working hours, that kind of thing. But I'll continue watching Last American Hero tomorrow. Hopefully I can get through all of it. And, it's 1 hour, 36 minutes. Not too bad. It seemed like Broken Vessels was longer than that, but I don't have the stats in front of me, so can't really say for sure. Just seemed to drag on a lot. Anyways, I'm not going to say highly recommend it or check it out. I'm not going to post the video or the trailer in the description box, but I will say skip it later.